Okay, obviously the players are a little bit unsettled, a little bit of unrest going on in the locker room, and I completely understand, obviously, because in any way, all these little different lineups just going all crazy all over the place may as well be part of the script. So these players are purposely confused, and so the late guys are going to be the magical mammoth style team that's going to win in the play, and that's going to win and upset every single game, every single round. Goalkeeper LeBron James is absolutely winning the championship. Goat King LeBron James is coronated as the king. All of the symbology is there. Now, this ain't going to be the favorite. That's never, ever going to happen. Why do you think Kobe died? Because he cannot live with remember as being the second greatest, third, fourth greatest player ever. There's only two players that are in the discussion. GOAT King LeBron James and Michael Jeffrey Jordan. These are the only two guys in the conversation, period. Are we going to forget that this team made it to the conference finals and brought back the same players? Are we really going to believe that they are really trying hard during these last 10 games? Are we seriously going to believe that they're not going to have more energy when the real playoffs, the real season begins in February, March, April, May, June? Lakers season never starts until February, until the All-Star break. That has always been the case for GOAT King LeBron James. The one perfect coach, if they do decide to move in a different direction, is Phil Handy. GOAT King LeBron has known him for every single season in his return with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's pretty much been a coach during his entire career. So this guy's not going to coddle players. This guy is going to be sure that everyone is hustling and playing hard. So if Darvin Ham is coddling players, it's because he used to be a player. So maybe he's cutting him some slack as far as hustle and effort goes. But a guy who's only been a coach practically, that's kind of guy that's going to get on you, that's going to get the guys to play with more intensity. And Phil Andy was part of the title in 2020, and guys respect him. So he is perfect for the organization. It's going to be an in-house guy that was an assistant with Kobe Bryant. Phil Andy was an assistant from 2011 to 2013. So was Darvin Ham during that time. But if Darvin Ham is leaving, Phil Andy is the coach. He's already on the sidelines. He's a guy who understands what the Mamba mentality is about. He understood what kind of mentality was needed to come back down 3-1 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He has seen at firsthand what GOAT King LeBron James is able to do to elevate a team to make the greatest upset ever. So he was a part of the greatest upset ever. And he did leave the Cavs in 2018. And he didn't join GOAT King LeBron James in Cleveland right away, but he is clearly a guy that GOAT King LeBron James respects if he joined the team in 2019. Obviously, GOAT King LeBron left the team in 2018, but Phil Handy spent the year with the Toronto Raptors, so it looks like he won the championship with the Raptors as well. So you're talking about a guy who can go for 4 rings, Mr. Phil Andy, in the season beginning in the year of the Rabbit. It's just perfect. And he's a guy that Anthony Davis and GOAT King LeBron know a long time, dating back to 2020. He won a championship with these two guys. He understands what is needed to make it all happen. And he, in his presence, maybe just may come in handy, no pun intended. So, as far as a new coach goes, if Darvin Ham is a ritual scapegoat, then it will have to be Phil Andy that is the coach. Any outside candidates, I don't know. Is it scripted? Does Darvin Ham have the ability to save his job? Yes. He just has to make the proper adjustments that's going to kickstart the championship run, just like it was kickstarted last year during February, March, April. The Lakers came to life after the All Star break last year. We already know it's happening. It's the same script as last year. This team is a top one, top two, top four team. This is who the Lakers are. Nothing has ever changed as far as that goes. You got to stay on script. It's the magical Marvel Championship. So dictate the budget. It's the greatest show ever in the history of the world. Yeah, ain't no nothing. Dictate the budget. It's the greatest show ever. People are gonna write off this team. I haven't forgotten what the Lakers are capable of doing. I have not forgotten at all. I know exactly what this team is capable of doing. They blew the teams out of the water in the NBA Cup. When there's a competition ready, whether it be the NBA Cup or the NBA playoffs, the Lakers will be ready. They blitz their way through the NBA Cup. When it's time for playoff ball, we absolutely will see the effort elevated to a no whole other level that we have seen when this team won in 6 games the first round over the Grizzlies, over the Warriors in 6 games. We all know what this team is capable of doing. The fourth quarter comeback with Lonnie Walker last year, the 15-0 run against the Memphis Grizzlies in that game one. Trailing in the fourth quarter. We absolutely know what these lot are capable of doing. The Cats, such as Jalen Shiziano, Hood Shiziano, and Max Christie, these guys got to sit down because it is seasoned guys. It ain't time to make mistakes. The best guys have to play, and it's nothing new for the Lakers because Phil Jackson didn't like playing rookies either. So I believe these guys like Max Christie and Jalen Hood, Shiziano, Shafano should only play when other rotational players need a rest. When you have your Spurs, your Pistons, your Blazers, and all of that. So the Lakers are absolutely ready to go. It is if this guy will not adjust and stick with a lineup, then Darvin Ham, if he will not adjust, will go out the door. But there's one in-house candidate that is perfect that players will respect. Phil Handy, San Leandro, California, perfect. And he's born on August 24th, the day of 8-24. So he is absolutely the guy that's going to deliver if Darvin Ham really is going to get fired. I'll take a look at it. And I think LeBron James comfortable with the guy that he's been around longer than Darvin Ham. So it may be LeBron's call. No player, no coach has a greater relation with LeBron. It's got to be between Mike Brown and Phil Andy and maybe the Fizdale guy in Miami. But I think Phil Andy's been with LeBron longer and understands what makes him most comfortable, what has brought greatness to LeBron James. He's part of 2 championships. So I'm ready to go and roll with the punches with Phil Handy in there. His presence with LeBron is going to come in handy. Get these guys to play some harder ball, and no doubt about it. I mean, I know that basically they're not going to change the lineup every day. And Darvin's going to make adjustments, the same guy who made it to the conference finals, or It's gonna be Phil and the Lakers are absolutely just fine. The playoffs begins in February, March, April. Lakers be ready to go. The greatest show ever in the world. And, that retard over there, you know, none of us lost money. Over 4 years, we won on Vote to LeBron James. It has not changed at all the last 3-4 years. What the odds are right now with the picture? Me already won. Who got the man mentality and whose soul is broken? You scared, you boy out there. Cry. They still crying over that. They still crying about to say the number 1, number 2, number 3 seed. They be crying right now. They be crying. Well, why aren't the white girl? Why they not number 3 seed? They have a first round bye. Why can't they just blow out every team? And a lot of these people, a lot of them mofos out there, they be crying right now, crying, being beta boy. I ain't got no time for you, no soft ass beta boys. Soft like charming, like Kobe said. If you want this to be the greatest show ever in the history of the world. Oh, we're the number 1 seed. We have the great best toe. You're gonna whip the ass. We went, no! We number 5, we number 6, we number 7. We still gonna whip the ass of every team that wins. That's the biggest, baddest motherfucking group ever. The number 7, number 8 team is gonna whip the ass of every top seed in the world. This what Dr. Pictures is about. It's the same exact script like last year, except the ultimate outcome. I would be ready for this. I was ready for this. The